say that they don't want more Muslims coming in this country. And if they,
the majority of population.
Those Palestinians that are fighting for their country,
majority of population.
That silent majority everyone makes claims about.
Britain and Ireland.
There you go.
Well, he's the majority.
No, but
he's
the
majority.
No, what I'm saying to you.
This is the claim. The
majority
false claim.
of people.
False claim.
Majority of the European people.
You can't make a general. You can't make a generalization.
Listen,
you can't make a generalization. The racists themselves make this claim about the majority. It's a false claim.
No, of course it's not.
Which majority? Which survey have you done of the majority?
The European people.
Who have you made it? You can't speak for the European people.
Yes, I can.
You cannot.
I'm European.
That doesn't make a difference. You're individual. Speak for yourself. You can't make generalizations for the whole of Europe. This is the problem.
Islamic influence
This is the
in
problem.
Europe.
These are claims made by the fascists.
Yes. Poles are great Christians.
There we go.
But Poles are great Christians, right? It was the Poles that stopped Suleiman the Magnificent smashing through the gates of Vienna, right?
That's right.
With their 70,000
We're the ones to defeat Ottoman Empire.
Right, you know what?
What do you doubt? You don't even know history. You don't even know history.
Look, let's face what we're facing now, right?
Yeah.
Is that we're
The Ottoman
facing
Empire
now,
was in a
we're
collapse for
facing the
300
European
400
Union, right,
years.
that wants to
Yes.
flood your
Before
country,
that. You know what
and
you're
you've
talking
all
about.
voted in Donald Tusk. Like we've all voted in that idiot Keir Starmer. Right?
Yeah.
He wants to destroy this country. Donald Tusk is a European to these
You're right, yeah.
to the tip of his
He's
toe.
on the German services.
So he's going
sure.
to destroy your country, right? And with mass immigration, whatever. He started off with Ukrainians.
James,
Right?
you know the irony here, yeah? The irony here is you have statements like what he just made there, right? You have probably 30, 40 minimum years. Before that, the colonial enterprise was already spreading things about the Saracens. They claimed that they were killing babies and consuming babies. This is why the Pope allowed the Crusades. And in fact, the Pope said, whatever you do on the Crusades has already been forgiven. So they butchered the Jews and they butchered the Muslims when they went into
Even non-white Christians.
Now, in recent times, you have the Zionist-controlled media that report 99 out of every stories that you'll hear will be propaganda, nonsense and lies about Muslims. And then you'll have jokers like him saying, most people, most people, James, most people don't want Muslims in Europe. Now guess what? If I was a non-Muslim and I heard all this trollop, this propaganda for the last 20 or 30 years, maybe I would rush to that conclusion as well. But the reality is, but you know what, James? But the reality, James, but the reality here is, would I arrive at that conclusion on the basis of objective truth and knowledge, or am I going to be a gullible fool who has been played by like a puppet by the media, and I'm going to believe the lies that I have been told?
No media
necessary. So now, for 30 or 40 years, you feed the people manure, and then you expect them to burp flowers. It's not going to happen.
Let there be a referendum.
You're going to have a bad breath, my friend. You're going to have a bad. Yeah.
Let there be a referendum.
Okay, but I'll tell you what you do. I'll tell you what you do. I'll tell you what you do. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that. Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy. No. Hold on, Imran. You know what, James? Fine. I'm happy. Let's have the referendum. No. Okay.
I will publicly apologize.
Okay. No, hold on. Okay. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Just relax for a second. Relax. I'm happy for the referendum. Yeah, I'm happy for the referendum. First, hold on. First undo the last 30 or 40 years of your propaganda. Teach the people exactly what Islam stands for. No, James, let me just finish. Teach the people exactly what Islam stands for. Not this caricature that the Zionists and the right wing have portrayed Muslims to be. And then let's have the referendum. You wanna basically program the people. You want to, hypnotize, mesmerize the people into believing certain things, and now you want to claim that you want to have this referendum. Yes. What sort of a referendum would that be? What sort of a referendum would that be?
Immigration to Europe.
Can I just say something now, right? No Muslims have invaded Europe in this last. They've been invited in
Don't tell him that. He gets upset if you say that. He doesn't like facts.
Our government, right, is Zionist controlled. If not, David,
ask him if he believes that. Ask him if he believes. Do you believe that? Do you believe that we're Zionist controlled?
It will be Zionist controlled.
Do we believe it?
Muslim in
Yeah. Oh, look, James.
Boris Johnson is a Zionist.
What is Zionism? Define Zionism for me.
Zionism is a political ideology invented by Theodore Herzl, and it's a supremacist ideology.
No, so James, he thinks the Zionists don't control us.
But why are you supremacists?
Because they believe they would never negotiate.
I suppose it's nice to have your head stuck so deep in the sand. At least it's
You
warm.
don't understand.
At least it's warm.
You don't
down there.
understand the nature and the mood of the European people.
How's it created?
European people.
Another claim.
Actually,
You're speaking for Europeans.
What do you mean?
You're speaking for Europeans. You don't even look European anyway.
You don't even look European. I'm actually from European aristocracy.
But you don't look it. You don't
I'm
look
from
it.
European aristocracy.
You look Middle Eastern.
And that makes you feel like that.
You look Middle Eastern.
That's all right. I take it as a compliment.
A good mix of genetics there.
What?
So you'd be kicked out as well.
I take it as a compliment.
So they'll ask you to go as well. Because you're hardly an Aryan, are you?
Yeah. What do you mean?
You'll be kicked out of Europe as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Anyway,
You'd be
all I'm
just like
saying
me,
to- listen,
same colour.
Listen.
You'd be on the
Yeah,
next
sure.
flight. You'd be on the next flight out.
I take it with pride. You take it with insecurity.
Not at all.
That's the difference
Not at
between
all.
us.
Not at all. What insecurity?
Because, I'll tell you
What
why.
insecurity?
Because I don't pay attention
What
to
insecurity?
it, and you do.
What pay attention?
That's why.
You're the one who
Who
mentioned
brought
it.
this up?
You're the one who mentioned it.
Camera.
You're the one that mentioned
to
it.
Bring it up.
I don't know why you're laughing at yourself.
Because you made
You're laughing at yourself.
Yes.
You're laughing at yourself.
Look.
One second. You're making claims about the mood of the European people.
Don't cry.
Anti-Semitic
Don't cry.
You haven't defined Zionism.
I'll give you a hug.
Zionism.
I will give you a hug. I will give you a hug. I love you.
He cannot
I
define
love
it.
you.
Maybe he can define it. But you are just
I love you.
Rub it on your chest. You might get a bit more manly hair. You haven't got enough hair. You're too girly. Put some fat on your chest so you get some more hair. You're not manly enough. Get some more man.
There's too many things.
Yes. Rabbi.
Ask yourself a question. Say publicly.
Now, what I don't want 30-year war.
From the people that you know, you grew up with.
He
You tell me
Arnold
if there be a
Schwarzenegger.
referendum, do
Arnold
you
Schwarzenegger.
Islamic immigration
Arnold
to Europe?
Schwarzenegger.
Majority of people you grew up with, that you know.
Nobody, everyone will say no.
Thank you. Did you hear it?
knows I was
Did
in the
you?
BNP.
Oh,
He
you
knows
didn't
I was
hear
in
it.
the BNP. I am a nationalist.
That's not my question.
Yeah, but that is
That's
basically.
for you to be ashamed of.
Why should I be
My-
ashamed of? I'm ashamed of. I was
being
right. I was
BNP.
proven right because the corrupt British establishment have poured so many. They're out to destroy.
You're mixing
the white
ideas.
working
We're
classes.
mixing idea now.
I mean, you don't disagree with that, do you?
Disagree with what?
The fact
James,
that immigration
we were having
is
a
so
nice
great.
conversation, James. Right? We were having a nice conversation, and then it erupts into a shouting match. I know, but you know what I mean. This
It's a
is
speaker's corner.
this is.
We debate.
Yeah, I know.
We debate.
I know, but you don't have to lose your
I
manners.
expose you and you expose
Just because,
you.
yeah, speaker's
Because you
corner.
spoke of race.
You know, in Urdu we
I
have this
didn't and you
saying.
have.
In Urdu we have this saying. Yeah.
Europeans on the
Of course they're race. Like there's a black race.
Exactly.
We're white people.
This when you want to make the
But
distinction.
you're not white
Yes.
though.
You make
Okay.
the distinction.
You're a
When you don't
wannabe.
want to make the
Why you
distinction,
plus me?
you don't
Why are
know
you
white
begging
people
to be
plus
white?
me.
Why are you
No,
begging
my
to be
kid-
white when you're not
it's a
white?
blue eyes and blonde hair.
Why are you begging to be
All
white
I'm
when you're
saying
not
is-
white? I don't
all I'm
understand.
saying is,
You have
all I'm
this
saying, You
complex.
have to be in a state of
You have this
reality.
complex.
You have to be state of
You're not in a
reality.
state of reality.
Yes, I do.
You're making claims
No,
without a referendum.
no. This
You're
guy
making
himself.
claims. You're
This
making
guy.
claims.
So-
Anyway, Imran, let's just speak to James.
I hope this goes
We're having a nice
viral.
conversation with
Let,
James.
let European
making claims-
European people have the voice. Let European
have a
people
voice.
have the voice.
You're making
Do they
claims
want?
without evidence.
Do they
You're
want
making claims
Paris
without
to
evidence.
turn to Marrakesh?
We have a microphone.
Claims without
We have a
evidence.
microphone. You don't have to shout.
Do they want
He
Paris
thinks he needs to speak
to
directly to
turn
the people
to
on YouTube.
Marrakesh? Do they want Marseille
doesn't realise we've got a microphone.
to turn to Marrakesh?
Without evidence.
Do they want London
You're making
to turn
claims
to
without
Marrakesh?
evidence. Not Marrakesh, it's Marrakesh. At least you understand.
Either way.
You're even on the words
Macaresh.
coming out of your mouth.
I thought you were saying macaroon.
Lovely.
It's Baccarin is a dumbass.
And you would
He
find
just
out,
invented a new
and
place.
you would find out
Macaresh.
the majority
Where are
of
you going on
European
holiday?
people-
I'm going to
Majority
Macaresh.
of European people do not want Islamic immigration. You'll find out really fast.
Imran,
really
why are you
fast.
wasting your time with this
The
guy?
problem here,
Yes.
this is common
The
tactic.
problem is this
One
is
of the
the
common
religious
tactics that we
mentality.
Why-
Oh
one
no,
of the-
government says
one
it's
of the
okay, so I'm okay.
one of the
No.
Why don't you allow
It's
people to
not
talk?
okay.
Why don't you allow people to
It's not
talk? What are you
okay.
We
scared
know your
of?
position.
It's not
What are you
okay.
scared of?
Common claim.
Scared of.
Why don't you let him
Have a
talk?
conversation.
Okay.
Have a conversation.
Okay.
So that means you have to listen to each other.
I'm listening.
You're making a claim, and you've made this claim repeatedly throughout this discussion for the European people.
That's right.
No evidence.
From Greece
no
to
evidence.
Finland, Sweden,
Evidence.
Britain, Ireland.
Evidence. No evidence.
Evidence.
You said-
I
No,
tell you-
he's got evidence.
One
He's
second.
got evidence.
One
Daily
second.
Mail. Daily Mail.
You see, you got it.
That's his evidence.
That's how you can tell.
Daily Mail.
You're making a
That's how you can tell.
Fox News.
No, that's
What
how
you
no,
need
I
is
heard
It's
you,
always
I heard you.
unpopular.
I heard
No,
you.
you haven't
Look,
heard
it
me.
doesn't matter where you go, it's
I
unpopular.
heard you.
You said there needs to be a
It's always
referendum.
unpopular.
Yes.
So make the referendum,
Yeah.
then you can make the claim about Europe.
Yeah.
Until then,
Yeah.
just say,
Yeah.
I'm someone who doesn't like Muslim people, because that's what you
Who
are.
told you I don't like Muslim people?
And you
So,
don't
no,
want
what's
them
been
to
done,
come to
it's been
Europe.
done.
Whoever
Probably can't
said,
let him finish.
show me, when did I ever
I'm
say
not
I don't like
happy
Muslim
about it.
people?
We'll have a
I
conversation.
like
Just finish.
Muslim people.
Because otherwise the
You want
mic's
to make a
gonna...
generalization.
No,
You need
no.
evidence for generalization.
No, you
can't
clearly-
take your
Imran,
personal views.
should we just talk to James?
No, you can't take your personal views. You can't take
I
your
come
personal
here,
views.
I exercise my
Imran,
right
ignore
here.
him. Let's talk to
I didn't
James.
come as a refugee.
You're a foreigner.
Yeah, so what? So what? You
British,
get
he's
insecurity.
British.
Now
You're
you're
not
getting
British.
insecurity.
You're talking-
What do you mean?
you
Because
have
government
to get-
Anyway,
says-
Imran,
This is
Imran.
the proof.
As a British,
This is the
you're a
proof.
foreigner here.
This is the proof.
All right, okay, all right.
This is the
Imran, forget,
proof.
ignore him.
You see,
James,
European people.
Just ignore him.
Here's the
Imran,
European
Imran, just
person.
ignore him.
I'll make a point.
No, don't worry, you're not going to be able to. He's not going to let
European
you.
We're separate.
origin.
We're on an island.
Yeah,
Separate from you.
yeah. So you, if you put in
after
Wikipedia,
the referendum.
hold on.
Oh.
If you're going to put on
After the
any
referendum.
information,
Racially, we are
what's
European.
British? Oh,
He's not worth it.
thank you.
He's not going to
You are
listen
European.
because
I'm not
he's on
racist,
dodgy
I'm
ground.
I'm asking a
James,
that's
James,
nothing
James,
to do
James.
with race.
James,
That's nothing
let's not talk
do
to the
with
bigot.
race.
Let's just have a
Anyway, It's
discussion.
about religion. I'm asking a simple question.
James, let's forget
Okay,
what for you.
so listen.
Okay.
No, it's a very simple question. You see, they cannot understand because no matter what passport you hold, that European people are not happy
Making claims
with
about European
Islamic.
people
No,
again.
I'm asking, are you
You're
happy?
making claims about
are you
European
happy
people again.
with the
Without
influx
evidence.
of them? Thank you.
Is it the whole of Europe?
Thank you.
Is it the whole of Europe?
Anyway,
Is it the whole of
There are
Europe?
two of us.
Oh,
Now you have already
okay, so you
more.
prove your point then. What? I mean, there's two of him, so therefore the whole of Europe thinks like you.
What
Look,
I'm saying,
look,
I mean,
look,
it's
look,
different
James,
countries.
James.
What's done? It's
James.
been done.
immigration,
What are you
immigration
talking about? I'm asking about
has...
European people.
Dude, we're not having a discussion with you anymore. We're not talking to him anymore. Brother, we're not talking to him
I
anymore.
heard you European, not by blood,
James,
not by nature.
you come over here.
Only because you're born
Imran,
here
please, let's
doesn't
leave it
you
there.
out of it.
James,
Being born
immigration,
here doesn't you out of it.
immigration.
Yeah, government can give you passports.
Dude, we're not speaking to you
Doesn't
anymore.
mean you out of
We're
it.
not talking to you anymore.
European people
Bye-bye.
do not
Bye-bye.
want Islamic
Bye-bye.
immigration.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
yeah. What do you
James.
bye-bye? You can go.
The
Feel free to
conversation,
go.
no,
What?
you
How
came
the
here.
race-
You
how
came
the
here.
race- How is
Imran,
that a race?
just let the bigot go.
Islam
James.
is comprised of
James.
many races.
He won't let us
Black,
have a conversation.
brown, Asian, you name it. There's no racism in
I
what
didn't
I
check if
say.
he's got any teeth.
There's not a
Usually
single
they're
racist
missing a few
thing.
teeth as well when they have
There's not a racist thing. And here is the other way. It's the devil that spears the holy Russia. So today,
James.
Russia, this is reversed today.
No manners.
Reversed.
You've got
Just
no
like
manners.
Hitler reversed
you got no
swastika
manners.
Hinduism.
You've got no
Today,
manners.
Russia
You're so
reversed the
desperate. You're so
symbol,
desperate.
and it's the
You're
evil
so desperate
that
for a
pierces
conversation that you have
Mother Russia.
to force your
That is
conversation.
Stop shouting.
James, ignore him because it's not worth it. Yeah, honestly, the guy's a complete plonker. Now listen, James, immigration has always been a problem everywhere. Now, my family come from India. You know that when the English went to India, what they did to
When the
India.
East India Company went.
Well,
The criminals.
what, if you look at the
criminals, what they
recent
did.
podcast on, I think it's Novara Media, they talk about money laundering.
Yeah, the East India Company.
Hold on a second.
No, that's Dutch.
And the author
not English.
of the book very
the Dutchies.
succinctly explained that what governments often did to distance themselves from the moral implications of colonialism, they allowed a company like the East India
Divide and rule.
Company that actually represented the aristocracy, right? And
Arthur Wellesley and his brother.
right, but what they did is any wrongdoing, they could distance themselves and say, oh, it was the East India Company that did it. Now, when the British went to India, India had 21% of the world economy.
23.
I know, it
Right?
ended up with next to nothing.
Ended up with 3.
23%.
Ended up with 3, right? Now, we went there, we destroyed a nation, we destroyed its economy. Then we had,
Like in Iraq.
then we had the Second World War.
Like in Iraq.
Okay.
Stand behind this gentleman.
Then we had the